Good everyone, Measure Blaze, and welcome to another Our Thoughts on video, in particular, Kanana's and my final thoughts on The Legend of Zelda 4 Swords, which we finished.
Yeah.
We done the finished.
It done did now.
And this works out perfectly to end off our Zelda 40th anniversary celebrations that we're doing.
Yes, it does.
It does, it worked out very well. That wasn't the plan originally.
It wasn't at all.
However, it simply worked.
It's just how it be sometimes.
Yeah, our part 4. As I said, we do a month of Zelda stuff, and I couldn't figure out what the 4th video was going to be.
Well, we found it.
That worked quite well. Yeah, we spent the last 10 episodes, I suppose, playing this Zelda game.
Yeah.
Which, for a Zelda game, seems really short. It's because it is a short game.
Yeah.
However, it's a charming game. I'll say that much.
The consequence of making Zelda into a roguelike.
Yeah, basically. It's interesting. We can get into the mechanics later. I've got that down. First, let's talk about the story, because it was shoved in our face every single time we booted up the game.
Zelda is there, don't worry about it.
Yeah, every time we turn on the game, it's always just like Zelda's trying to tell us something. It's like, we know Zelda. We've been
Got
through
it.
this.
I understand. There's a sword.
Yeah.
It splits into 4, basically.
Yeah, it splits into 4. It gets knocked out of its pedestal, essentially, and releases an evil spirit. It's like the wind wizard or something. A wind sorcerer. Vati.
Yeah.
He doesn't look much like
honestly, his design looks like Null from Echoes.
Yeah.
Echoes Wisdom.
he looks like a big purple blob.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Big old, Vati. As far as I'm aware, this is I think, if my memory is correct, I might be wrong, this is the second game in the timeline.
Really?
It's either this one or Four Swords Adventures, one of the two.
Either way, having like one of your second experiences as an adventurer being split into 4, that's definitely an experience.
Yeah. Yeah, because I think like there's this like whole little sub-series that like follows like Vati being the main villain.
Yeah.
Maybe, might be Minish Cap. That's the second one. I can't remember.
I'm not sure.
One of them. It's been a long time since I looked at the timeline, to be fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of them to do with Vati is second. However, Vati comes out, he steals Zelda because that's status quo, I guess.
That is, yeah.
Status quo. He steals Zelda for... Did he give a reason?
I don't think so.
No, he simply stole her and was like, bye.
Just because.
Yeah. And then he goes to his palace in the sky, which you have to then trudge through a few different stages to get keys to unlock the ability to get there. I don't know how the keys unlock the ability to get there.
Works though. Yeah.
Now I think about it.
It kind of just like keys don't help you fly.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's fine.
There's a lot of plot holes in this plot.
Yeah.
Basically, at the end of each level, you meet a fairy, and the fairy gives you a key and calls you a little egg, which is every time for some reason. And yeah, you get their key, and then you use the keys to get to the palace and defeat Vati. It's a very simple plot.
Yeah.
However, I think it works well enough for a short side game. Like, I think it's worth saying that it's like, it's a game that's attached onto like a Link to the Past remaster, or is it a remaster? A port at least on GBA. Therefore, it's funny seeing it, and like, it works well for what is the story. I think.
Yeah, it's fine.
It explains that there's a specific sword that can split Link into 4. In our case, 2.
Yeah.
Because there was only 2 of us. Yeah, I think it works well. And then like, with the graphics and music, it looks like any other of the GBA Zelda games.
Yep.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Uses that Twilight Princess art style, which is good.
Yeah.
I like it well enough. Like, I think the biggest thing this game brings to the table is the sheer number of mechanics it has.
Yes.
There's a lot.
The amount of times I forgot completely that there was just something so simple I could do.
Yeah, exactly. Considering the GBA only had like 2 buttons and 2 bumpers, like that. there is a lot of things you can do in this game. Like that, I don't feel, or like I don't at least know if any of them have shown up in any other Zelda game apart from maybe Adventures. If it's in that as well, I don't know. It might be in Four Swords Adventures. However, there's a lot of mechanics, and a lot of them do have to do with the multiplayer aspect.
Yeah.
However, there's
One
things
of them
like
in particular that was like problematic was the pushing versus the grabbing.
Yeah, it wasn't very clear whether sometimes you had to press the grab button or not.
And then, yeah, it's like, okay, then.
Yeah, some rocks you could like stand there, like you simply push the joystick, like the direction you want to go, and it'll push it.
Yeah,
However, some rocks you have to use the grab button to pick it up, and it wasn't very clear how it was meant to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that was a little bit frustrating. There's other things like as well, like the swords. If you clink them together, you can create fire over specific parts.
Yeah.
That barely ever got used.
Yeah.
I think it doesn't help that the game, like you said before we started, is like a roguelite.
Yeah.
In a way.
It makes it half random.
Yeah, exactly. Like each of the stages are sort of... we don't know if they're randomly generated or if there's like a pool that it selects from.
Yeah.
However, like at least every stage we did in the same areas that we've done, they were different.
They were all different.
Yeah. Therefore, I have no idea. However, like, because of that, some mechanics can simply go missing and not show up, like the entire level.
Yeah.
Where sometimes the whole level is based around those mechanics. Like it's really strange. Because what else is there? There was there was like the grabbing mechanic, which
being able to throw the other person.
Yeah, I feel like we always forgot about for like a good while whenever we got to a point where like, how do we cross this? And we'd be running around.
Oh, there's a platform over there?
Yeah.
Well.
We'd run around for like half a minute being like, what do we do?
Yeah.
Well, what's the thought now? Then one of us remember, oh yeah, we can pick each other up and throw each other.
Yeah.
It's like, oh gosh. And then like the multiplayer mechanics even bled over into like the items a little bit.
Yeah.
Like if you got the Pegasus boots, you could like push another person along with the Pegasus boots to make sure both people had speed to get up certain hills and stuff.
Yeah.
That's funny. I like that. It is kind of upsetting you couldn't have your shield and an item at the same time.
Yeah, I think I would have preferred having both.
Yeah.
Shield just normally, and then having items.
That was a bit of an issue half the time when we were like doing bosses or something, where we were given items beforehand for the stage, and then we get to the boss and we don't have the shield for the boss, and the item might be absolutely useless for the boss too.
Yeah.
Therefore, it's like, well, what do we do? It was nice to see the chain chomp though. Didn't do anything other than hurt you more than.
Well, no, it just stole my rupees.
Yeah, exactly. There's more of a hindrance than it was a help. However, it's a chain chomp.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think that's the biggest thing this game has is like, there's a lot of mechanics for such a short game.
There is.
Most of them of which barely ever get used. There's like this whole thing about diving and stuff in water as well, and
yeah, you can go under the water for some reason. I still don't know why.
It doesn't equate to anything. There's no stage that use the going under the water part as a thing.
No.
You simply can.
Yeah.
It's like, okay. Sure. I guess. You know. Yeah, it's a bit strange how many mechanics they chucked in and then weren't used. Which is why I'm hoping the mechanics were brought over to the sequel.
Yeah.
Because I'd like to see them done like in a bigger game.
Yeah.
Yeah. We could talk about that a little bit more later. How like I hope they're there because like despite how many there were, I'm not saying they were bad. They were simply not used that much. Like
yeah.
There was all these different things, and then there's like gimmicks, like if you want to call them that, around the stages, like the orange balls.
Yeah.
Because one of the main things in this game, being multiplayer, is the rupee. Like the rupees almost count as your life.
Competition. Yeah.
Which is a little bit of a way of doing it. You it's both competitive and co-op though. Like you share a wallet, and like all your rupees go towards
keep yourself alive.
Yeah, exactly. All the rupees have to go towards keeping everybody alive. However, at the same time, at the end, there's like this whole thing where like you get a medal if you're the one who got the most rupees. Therefore, it's like It's like a competitive co-op situation. I think that works well.
I think that's fine, yeah.
I think that's a good little thing. Like, if you're gonna do multiplayer, you may as well use both aspects of the multiplayer.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, yeah, I think it's good. It's very good. Yeah, and then like, there's all these different types of rupees. Like, you can get all the big versions of rupees, the small ones, rupee shards.
The shards. Yeah.
Yeah, which you get 4 of them. I think we did that like twice the entire series.
Yeah, and the dark ones as well.
Yeah, the dark rupees, which were awful.
Yeah. They just
And then
show
like, a lot of things could steal rupees from you as well, because they are as important as they are in this game.
Yeah.
Specifically those vines that would wrap around you, and you couldn't do anything, and it was frustrating as all frustrating. It's like,
and
please.
that weird ghost one that had something very similar.
Yeah, and as we said, the chain chomp, which kept stealing them from you, because I had him for some reason.
Yeah.
Which is both funny and strange at the same time. Oh, but yeah, no, that was... I think the ripping mechanics are a good thing. Again, something I'd like to see in like a future Zelda game, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if it needs to be in a mainline thing, however, like, it'd be neat to see
Just
in the future at some points.
Nice,
yeah. Otherwise, though, it is a short game. There's only like 3 main stages that you go for, then the palace, which is the 4th stage. It's only very short. However, as a little add-on, that's fine. Is there any improvements to the game itself that you think could be made? Because I don't know, I find it really charming.
Yeah. It's
I kind of like it as it is. I mean, yeah, longer for one. Have like, that's what Adventures is for, I guess.
Yeah.
And then like, yeah, but so I guess before we sort of go.
Oh, you know what? Being able to skip text boxes.
Oh yeah. Stopping the text boxes from popping up almost every time you pick up an item.
Yeah.
Even items you've used before.
They're
it's like,
very
please.
slow.
Being able to both look at things with text boxes at the same time would be nice.
Yes.
Instead of one after another. That was kind of frustrating. Especially at the start during the tutorial. I think the tutorial goes on for longer than the rest of the game as well.
Honestly.
It went on for a good while.
The longest part.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's not quite as long as the rest of the game. However, like, it is quite long, the tutorial.
Yeah.
I don't know if it needed to be as long as it was. Maybe.
Yeah.
Instead of having every item like as a separate little stage, maybe you go through a stage where you use each of the items and learn them.
Yeah.
Instead of having them all separate. I think that might be the better way.
That probably would have been better, yeah.
Yeah, to condense it a little bit, because it was very it was quite a long. I think the tutorial took a good. But did it take like 3 episodes or something?
I think it was 2 or 3.
Yeah. it was a fairly long tutorial. However, yeah, no. Yeah, other than that though, I can't really think of much to improve. I do like it.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I think it's pretty good.
I think graphically there is something that could improve. For the time I think it was fine. Because it was on the GBA screen as well. However, the way the shadows work underneath you, how they're constantly flashing.
Yeah.
That like messed with my eyes a lot of times.
Yeah, I completely agree with that.
Yeah, and then like it's a little bit jittery like when you walk into another character or something as well. That it can like shake the whole screen. It's like, whoa.
It's like half an earthquake.
Yeah, it's like, what's happening? Everything's moving.
Okay.
Yeah. I think they're sort of limitations of the time, however. I think it's more like, I don't know how well the GBA could do transparency, and doing the shadows like that may have been a way of, like, imitating transparency. Maybe.
Yeah.
However, they are flickering a lot, and it does gets to me.
There are times where there's just a lot of colors on screen, and it's like, what am I even...
Yeah, everything... like in like a way to try and get everything to like stand out from each other, it stands in with each other more because it's like a big jumble of colors.
Yeah.
And that may be a problem with the GBA as well. Maybe, I don't know when the game came out originally. If it was before the SP, it may have been when the GBA didn't have a backlight. Therefore, upping the colors meant to be easier to see.
It was necessary, yeah.
Yeah. I know, I think it's the Mario Advance games. Some of them are like washed out because it makes it easier to see on the no backlit screen.
Yeah.
Yeah. That might be why. I don't know. I have no idea.
Like, I think that's why I had such a problem with seeing some of the doors a lot of the time, because it just blended into the wall to me.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, no, things like that. I think, yeah, graphics wise. And then, like, I think the music was good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it was Zelda music. I think it was taken straight from Link to the Past. I don't even know. However, it may have been. I think it was fine. How many times did we call it the funny Zelda game?
Quite a few.
I think, yeah. Even like outside of videos, we called it the funny one because we kept laughing at everything in it. I think it was funny most of the time wandering around. I think it's very good, like, because they gave you all of the mechanics that they did, you can sort of mess around. It's almost sandboxy a little bit.
Yeah, it is.
And it makes it very funny to, like, mess around and do things. Like, accidentally hitting people off the side of moving platforms, which I did.
Yep, that's a
too many
common one.
times. Yeah, because you don't even try to swing in that direction and manage to do it anyway. It's like, oh.
It just happens, yeah.
Yeah. I think that's great. And then I wanted to talk about a little bit as well how we played it, because we did it over NSO.
Yeah.
And the reason I want to talk about it is because I simply want to compliment how easy it was with NSO.
Yes.
To get a new game with each other. It was a lot easier than a lot of other games have to get into these.
Yeah, it really was.
Yeah, it was very easy. Or you, like, Four Swords as well might be one of the most difficult ones to do on NSO, because you have to go into the Link to the Past game, into Four Swords, and then you can sort of connect up type thing.
Yeah.
And it's sort of separated, where most other co-op GBA games, as far as I'm aware, you simply invite them in, then you're in. However, even then it was fairly simple. Like, we could see who was in the game and what, and simply join straight away, and it made it quite easy. I think there was a little bit of a learning curve when we started. I remember we took a few goes to work out how to do it.
Yeah.
After that, though, we were set up and ready to go within like 3 to 5 minutes every time. It was...
Yeah.
I don't know, it's pretty good. I think that works well. Therefore, I guess hats off to that, because Nintendo didn't have to put multiplayer on the NSO stuff. However, they did.
But they did. Yeah.
And it's all online as well. They didn't have to do that either. They could have done local. However, they did all online.
Yeah.
I think that's really good. And then, like, everyone gets their own separate screen as well. It's not like a forced split screen, even in online multiplayer thing.
Yeah, it's just your own screen.
Yeah, I think that is nifty. Yeah.
I wish we got to see more of the Talus, though.
Yeah, I mean, we didn't see any Talus, did we?
I don't think so, unless that last boss thing was a Talus.
I don't know. I do wish, yeah. I might go through, when I do the footage, I might go through that level and see if Talus appear in any other version of the level.
Oh, yeah. We just happened to get the one where it didn't spawn.
Yeah, exactly. I think, because was the ice place the only one we didn't do twice?
I think so.
Because I think it's the only one where we didn't lose all our rupees on.
Yeah.
Or at least, I don't think we did that on the first one either, but we went back and redid that at one point. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, no, I think it's just a funny little Zelda game. I really want Four Swords Adventures to come to NSO now. I don't know how it would work.
I'm not sure.
Because the way Four Swords Adventure works is there's like the main screen on the TV that shows all the characters, and then everyone has a GBA screen with their own character on it.
Okay.
If you're playing in one player, as far as I'm aware, it does put a little GBA screen on there whenever you need it. Therefore, I'm thinking the way they could maybe do it is have one Switch 2 user on the GameCube game, and have the little GBA screen pop up whenever they need it, and then everyone else can join in using the Game Boy Advance app, maybe?
Maybe.
That'd be the way to do it, I think. Like, the perfect console for it was the Wii U, because you could have everyone on the console and then everyone else on the screen.
Yeah.
Like, if they allowed for multiple screens on the Wii U, which would have been great. However, it's a little bit different on the Switch, because, like, the main person has to have, like, I don't know. If they wanted to do it properly, they'd have to have one Switch playing the GameCube version and everyone else on separate Switches. However, like, I think that would be a little bit too much to ask.
Yeah.
To be honest, therefore, I think maybe having having the main player on the GameCube one with the little GBA screen that pops up might be the better way to go, and then everyone else on GBA app, like they could make like a little Four Swords Adventures Link app or something on the GBA.
Yeah.
Because then maybe like the Switch 1s could do like GBA stuff, where only the Switch 2 version could be on the actual GameCube one. Maybe.
Yeah, that would make sense.
I don't know. Oh yeah, I think it was fun. It was very fun.
A good little game though, yeah.
Yeah, it was a little game, but my 3 to 4 word end of video review is short and charming.
Yes.
Or short yet charming. I think it works well. Oh yeah, that is the end of our Zelda stuff for the moment, both in game wise and in the videos for the 40th anniversary stuff. Yeah. It's all sort of works out very well. Hopefully we'll get to do some more Zelda stuff in the future, because I would like to. Again, hopefully 4 Swords. Maybe they could re-release a HD version of Triforce Heroes.
Maybe.
That's about it. That's all there is for multiplayer stuff.
If I restarted my Skyward Sword save, which I have to do anyway because I don't remember anything, then maybe I could play that at some point.
Yeah, and we got the Switch version. If you're going to restart it, you can go that way as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe, yeah. Well, we'll see what happens. I mean, we'll probably play Zelda games as we go along on the channel.
Yeah.
Like, that's like one by one. However, yeah, for multiplayer things, that'll be it for the moment.
Yeah.
Hopefully there'll be more in the future. However, I believe that's it. That's all for us. I hope everybody enjoyed. Thank you for watching, and we shall be back in the next one. Cheers, everyone.
Goodbye.